Hey Leute, Alex hier fürs Gitarren-Magazin. Live auf der Bühne mit Gary Clark in der Muffathalle. Und wir schauen uns mal ein bisschen an, was er hier an Effekten, an Amps und an Gitarren so zur Verfügung hat. Und jetzt gehen wir backstage und treffen den guten Mann.
It's always constantly changing. Sometimes I'll play it and I'll really love the way it sounds, and then the next day I'll play the exact same rig and I won't like it the same. You know, it depends on the room and the vibe and the whole thing. Dave Holman, who you met, is like the guy, and he's always trying to make new stuff cool for me.
This one's the Gary Clark.
Right. It's basically the same as a standard casino, except for the finish, for the
Chinese pickups. I mean, it's all the same.
Yeah.
The P90s. And they just basically made the finish like the album, Black and Blue.
Okay.
That was the only special thing. Like, he didn't have control over that.
Yes,
Epiphone did that as kind of a surprise for him. And this one's the Grail. This one's the 66.
That's a beauty. That's where the
pick guard was.
Missing, right?
That's just something that I always do. I like to put my fingers on the body.
Okay.
Kind of rest my hand on it.
So it's in the way?
Yeah, it's kind of in the way.
We think that it was in a window, like a pawn shop, because when we took the pick guard off, it was brand new. So we just think that it was sun fade.
Yeah.
Because if you look in here, you can see the original red right there, and where the F-holes. See how nice the back is?
Yeah.
I like the fully hollow body, you know, like in 335, there's a block in the middle. I just like it completely hollow. It's lighter. And I love the sound of the P90 pickups. There's nothing like it.
And you said the SG was from a Pat Smear?
Pat Smear gave this to him, He did something with the Foo Fighters, and he didn't have a guitar with him. So Pat had one, and he gave him this to use. And after he played the solo, he basically told him, "You made this thing sound better than I can ever."
Okay.
So
he gave it.
He just handed it to him. So we're kind of obligated to play it a lot now.
Of course.
So, but it's a brand new custom shop, USA.
Sweet.
It's a Gibson 125. It's basically flat wound strings, so that it has that kind of antique sound, but yet with the modern pickup, it's got a piezo put in the bottom of it.
P90.
Yeah, so I mean, this one's my favorite. If I had a choice, this was my favorite.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because this is when he plays this, he won't play this with the full band. He'll just play it by himself, and you just get a sense of Gary.
I'm not too much into having a big pedal board. I like fuzz. I like a little bit of a drive, a boost, and kind of a gain, and reverb, and tremolo.
Basically, the only difference between this and the original stamp box is the voicing on the mid-range. And then the cherry wood box. That's, I mean, it's just custom just to know that it's a different Zen drive. Octafuzz has always come back. Full Tone's always made some really good pedals. We also use a lot of Analog Man, you know, at times. Analog Man makes a really nice delay. But then we found this Flint Strime, and when we don't have a Vibra King, we can use this for the vibrato and the reverb.
Okay.
Because the Vibra Kings come standard with that.
So normally he uses the tremolo on the Vibra King bed?
On the amp.
No, I didn't bring my Vibra King. I brought a head, so I'm just putting that through the twin reverb in Princeton.
This is a Gary Clark Jr. Crybaby Wah. Model GC, Gary Clark. And our good friend at Dunlop, named Scott Uchida. We were finally convinced that he wanted his own sound, wah, and so we just had this one tuned for Gary. This La Machine was made for Gary too. It basically will take the place of these two. But for right now, he's going with what he knows.
Okay.
You know, what he's comfortable with.
Sure.
But this one's definitely made it in and out of the routine a bunch.
There's no modifications to anything. I pretty much keep everything stock. I just take it off the rack and play it. If I like it, then it comes on with me.